9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello and welcome. Welcome to Little Blessings Online, your baby and toddler group, anytime, anywhere, wherever you want it, really. My name's Jo, and this is
Andy B, and this is Series 3.
Episode 1, Series 3. Fantastic. It's the first one of this new year, so it's great that you could join us. Hope you've got a cup of tea. Or something nice to drink. We've got a nice cup of tea to keep us going. We just want to have a relaxing time, and glad you could join us whenever this is and wherever you are.
We got lots of exciting stuff come up. It's a really, really simple thing that we do. So we say hello, that's what we're doing now. And then we have some really exciting things. So we have a little moment for some song time. We have story time, which is going to be a little different today. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And also we've got art time, which today is some baking, which is very exciting. So there's lots and lots coming up.
Yeah. Our theme for today is It's Amazing. Which, when you hear the story that Andy's going to do differently this time, you'll know why we've called it It's Amazing, because we've got an incredible story to tell you. But I was thinking, what do you think is amazing? I guess some people find some things amazing and other people don't. Like the other day when I was at work, somebody went, "Wow, look at that sun!" And it was this like bright orange sky, and somebody got really excited, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just doing a bit of work." But then I looked and went, "Oh, actually, that's all right, that is." So people get wowed by different things in the creation, beautiful mountains, trees, stuff like that. You had a brilliant idea. Actually, ourselves, we should be amazed at ourselves.
You can see a miracle any moment you want to if you have a mirror. If you take your mirror, well, that's what we get to see anyway. There you go. Right, so you can look in your mirror and think, wow, I'm a miracle.
Yeah.
Because each one of us is a miracle and we can all do stuff that's amazing.
Yeah. So we were just thinking there's some amazing things that go on. Our bodies are just amazing. I don't know if you know about the biology and how it all works, which is just amazing. And we've been designed somehow and it all seems to work and it's amazing. So yeah, good idea. Get yourself a mirror when you finish watching us and have a look at yourself and go, wow, I am a miracle. Which leads us nicely on actually to our story time. Now story time, as I say, is going to be slightly different. Andy is going to read. Well, actually, he's not going to read this time. He's going to speak and tell us an amazing, incredible story that involves a miracle. Andy.
Well, we'll see. So, miracles. So there was this amazing guy in the Old Testament called Abraham.
No, Moses, wasn't it?
Moses. There was this amazing old guy in the Old Testament called Moses. And when we think about exciting books, I get very excited by some of the amazing stuff in the Bible. So this is about a guy called Moses who has to go for a bit of a long, long walk. And he's walking and he's got lots of people behind him and he's got to make sure they've got toilets and they've got to have water, and he's looking after the animals. He's like a vet meets a town planner, like a mayor kind of guy, all in one. And they're wandering around a desert, and it's quite exciting. And eventually they come to this. Well, it's called the Red Sea. It's a big bit of water, and there's people chasing them, which is kind of exciting. And they're running a bit, and they're a bit scared and a bit nervous. And these people want to get these Moses and all his friends. Yeah. And they come to this Red Sea. And it's a bit of a sticky problem for them because they can't get across the sea. All the people they've got animals, they've got tents, they've got children, old people and young people. What are they going to do? And when you read the story in the Bible, it's a little bit, I'm going to chew my fingernails here. It's kind of a bit nerve-wracking. So what happens is they've been led here by God, which is kind of cool. And there's this light that's guiding them. And you can imagine if someone's guided you so far and then you come to this sea and you're stuck, you might get just a little bit cross. Stupid lights. Why have you brought me to a place we can't get through? God always has a plan, and here's the miracle. So what God said to Moses is this. I haven't got a staff.
Oh no, we've got something we need to hold up.
You haven't got a staff.
I'll hold up my hand.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Yeah. So you hold up your staff over the Red Sea, and what's going to happen? The sea is going to make a path, which is kind of interesting because it's probably not something you've seen. I don't think Moses would have seen the Red Sea. We're not talking like a pond. No. All right, this is a proper sea. You disappear down into it. So Moses, being the obedient kind of fellow, and all the people behind him getting a little bit nervous, Hold your staff across the Red Sea and it's going to part. And do you know what? It actually starts to part. It's really cool. And eventually what happens is all the people with Moses can start to go across the Red Sea. Well, not across the top, across the bottom. So if you can think like a deep sea diver without the deep sea diving stuff, because this is a long time ago, and they're walking across the fish, there's probably a wall of water. We imagine something like that, and the fish are staring at them and they're looking at fish, looking back. That's kind of nerve-wracking, and there's water up there. And they can cross the sea.
Wow.
And it's kind of amazing. So as stories go, that's kind of a cool one. So the part in the Red Sea, it's a miracle because the account is really cool because they've crossed the sea, and when they get to the other side, it gets very exciting. The people that are chasing them are starting to cross the Red Sea as well.
Yeah.
Now, the people are thinking, that's great, it's parted, and now we're going to be captured anyway. At this point, they're going to get a little bit nervous again. But as they get to the other side, the sea closes in and keeps them protected and safe. And the people who are chasing them can't get hold of them.
So what you're saying was Moses holds up this stick, the water parts, the people go through, and the bad people, but just in the nick of time, the water comes crushing over the bad people.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. It's a bit...
That's awesome.
What's that horrid series? It's a bit graphic, but it's an exciting account. Yeah. It's in the Bible. We know it's a true account of what happened, which is kind of awesome. It's God saving the people that he loves, who were really good for him, and it's kind of a miracle.
What I find amazing is that the ground they walk on is dry, isn't it? Yeah. Pretty much. So it's not like squishy. They didn't get stuck. They walked across.
I'll be a little bit squishy.
Oh, maybe a little bit squishy.
Little cool. You know when you go paddling for your rocks and your crabs? Maybe. No we don't know. We're having to make that bit up a little bit. But that's the story of the parting of the Red Sea.
Fantastic. There you go. That's our story for today.
Which is
An
quite
amazing miracle of this water being parted so people could go through. And this brings us nicely on to our song time, which is our God. My God is a great big God.
Yes.
Yep. Which it makes sense because that is an amazing miracle and God is a big God.
My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are his, the rivers are his, the stars are his handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are his, the rivers are his, the stars are his handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are his, the rivers are his, the stars are his handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are his, the rivers are his, the stars are his handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do.
You know what I really love is when Joe announces the song we're going to sing. There's a moment of panic off camera as the boys are thinking, what? Hang on, what? So that was Jesus, God is a lovely, wonderful, with all sorts of things going on in the towers.
Sorry about that.
Otherwise known as My God is so big.
But it was a song about God being big, in my defence.
It was a song about God being big, but yeah, a different one. I mean, he is a great big God. This is true.
Yes.
But that's a different song.
Never mind.
It's fun. It's very exciting. And you should see the panic off the camera. It's hilarious. It's what song? So, we're now coming to art time, which is very exciting because it's baking, and baking means food, and food means stuff that you can fill your tummy with.
Yes.
So this is Joe showing you how to recreate the account of and the story of the parting of the Red Sea with a biscuit and some icing sugar.
For art time today, we're going to decorate some biscuits. So you'll need some icing sugar, some water and some food colouring and some biscuits. Now we'll need about 100 grams of icing sugar and 20 millilitres of liquid. So I went for 15 millilitres of water and 5 millilitres of blue food colouring. But if you'd like the water to be darker, then definitely put a bit more in, but just make sure it's not too runny. The consistency should be sort of thick, but in fairness, you have it the way you like it. And put them on in some plain biscuits. I've gone for some digestives. And as you can see, I've made 3 earlier. This one's really full of water, a little bit less water there. And this one, I've put some chocolate spread through the middle to show the path right through the middle of the water. So it's the parting of the Red Sea that we're showing on these biscuits, and you can just spread as much or as little as you like, but as long as you leave a gap in between to show how the people walked across. So there's one side there, and just have fun with it, really. It's really good fun. Decorating biscuits, and probably you've tried this before, maybe not. The parting of the Red Sea might be a first for that. There you go, there's just one. And if you do want to put chocolate through the middle, then I suggest you just wait a little bit for the icing to set a little bit, and then it won't get all mixed up and messy. So you can clearly see the sea on the one side and the ground on the other. And I'll just have a little bit on this one. And there we go. I've got 5 biscuits for my family. I hope you enjoy yourself. I did enjoy making those biscuits, and we enjoyed it even more eating them.
I enjoyed eating them.
Oh, it makes a plain biscuit really tasty with a bit of icing on, so I enjoyed that. And the chocolate spread was lovely. So I hope you enjoy making them. It's time to say goodbye now. We finished our episode. I'm glad you could join us, and we will be back next week.
So some things that are coming up. We have that one. Good sound effect. So we have daily family prayers, which we do weekdays from 1 p.m. on Facebook live, and you can join us. You can either join us live, you can watch the videos later in the day if you want to, and we take 15 minutes or so to pray for stuff in the world. If you want us to pray for you, you can send us a message with that. The other thing we've got coming up is Series 3 of Something for Sunday, which is a bit like an all-age service, kind of, and that's going to start monthly. So next month is our first one for Series 3. Every month on a Sunday, first Sunday, I've forgotten already.
Yeah, first Sunday of every month.
First Sunday, monthly from 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that comes up on the 7th of February, which is the first Sunday in February.
Yeah.
Funnily enough. There you go. That's good. Thank you for being with us today. I hope you have fun with the art time. If you want to go off and read the story of the parting of the Red Sea, it's Exodus chapter 14, which if you want to find a Bible, we'll put some links on how you can read that if you haven't got one. But it's quite an exciting story. It's really exciting. So thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week. Bye for now. Stay up to date with the BerryBunch. You can find us online at www.berrybunch.family. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and of course Ding Dash.